Masonic Priory Gardens. You see what I mean? Look, Great Yarmouth Borough Council. What do you see? You see the six symbolisms. Look, 6, 6, 6. See what I mean, my profane friends? See, that's what they are. You see, that's the symbolism. The symbol there. Look. See. That's the simple 666. Do you see what I mean, my profane friends? And there's 3 stripes between each section, of course, because it gives you the 33 degrees. You know what I mean? And what do you think this is at the top here? That's the fleur de piss. But look at the world domination ball right on top. Do you see what I mean, my profane friends? Their symbolism knows no bounds in everything. They own it all. And it don't matter what you may think, they own it. You know what I mean? They will profane drain your brains like nobody's business. Do you know what I mean? And people ain't got a clue, you know, that right around there could be an army assembled within minutes. And I'm talking about a 500 strong gang within your town or city, armed and ready to put the profane nation down. You know what I mean? Where the Freakmasons will rise up, because they control all the gangs anyway. You know what I mean? Once you know it, there's nothing you can do about it anyway, even if you do know it, because they're the strong leadership within all communities. You know what I mean? And they're the lords, the dukes and the earls that control it. You know what I mean? And like I said, if you think the police are going to come and help you, they ain't. You know what I mean? They're part of their army. You know, and if the police, just say for instance, started to help you, they would then, you know, I mean, who do you think owned this? Look, see the circle, look, the point within the circle, it's also the square, and then on each of these, look, you'd get the 4 pyramids, but obviously you can see the big X in it, which is the square. The compass, you see the 4 petals, you see what I mean? It's 2, 3, 2, you see? Masonic cubes, firmament, a couple of pine cones, you know, which you pineal gland and all that, you know what I mean? All across there, look. See, each one of these are 33. Oh, it's so wonderful. And that's your lodge. It ain't called a lodge for nothing. You know what I mean? I'll lodge one right in your bum stretching on the lodge. You know what I mean? It was built in 1887. Who do you think owned this? Still in Freakmason hands. Can you see it? Look, the pyramid. Look, got the keystone there. You see the little sign above the keystone, but that's not it. Look at this. Look, you see the circle. Look, within the square. Look, the circle within the square. It's 4 square. See? There's a circle within a circle. I don't know if you can see it, look, but it's a circle within a circle and a circle within the square. You see the point within the square? That's what it is. Obviously it represents the all-seeing eye within the pyramid. You see? Silly little Freakmasons. But yeah, that's what it's all about, my profane friends, you know. They own it all, my profane friends. And it's not their... All that, you know, I mean, look. I mean, what do you think that is? That's 3 X's, you see? See? X, 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 which they know is 666. Obviously there's a circle within a square, and then there's 4 pyramids. Each window here, look, 3, 6, 9, Masonic 9, same as the top windows. Do you see what I mean? Your keystone, look, with another little sign. Look, you see the little dash above the keystone, look, which again is another Masonic ranking. You know what I mean? Above the door, look, you see the symbolism, look, what I show you uptown. Same thing, look, it's circles, points within circles, 3 circles make a square. You see, it's all Masonic. See, they own it all, mate. You know what I mean? In nowhere. That's not their as a oh, look how pretty. That's the old vicarage, by the way. You know what I mean? See? So the old vicarage, see, they own your pulpits, and that's the thing, you see what I mean? They own they own it, you know what I mean? They own it all, you know. And the point is that if you can control the pump. Hey, you seen my little dog run past there?
I haven't.
No. Oh, that's all right. It's called Hiram.
What's he look like?
He was wearing a blue collar. About 666 minutes ago. No? Okay then. Thank you very much, kind lady. I live at number 33 anyway, yeah? Yeah, on the degree there.
Oh, okay. If I see him, I'll let you know.
Alright, thank you, kind lady. Oh shit, I hope she don't go in. There's 33 on that bin. Not this 33. Yeah, that side. On the 666 degree there, yeah? Alright, thank you. She's going, yeah, not a clue what I'm on about, but a Freemason would pick up on that straight away, you know. I'll keep going Freemason because I say Freakmason, they go, what's that? They don't even know, you know what I mean? But obviously my profane friends know. Oh, that's crazy. Well, like I said, these skips that are always filled up with, you know, rubble and, you know, are they building bunkers? Do you see what I mean? These rich people, you know, they're always full of mould or they're digging or something, you know. Is it to do with Freakmasonry? You just never know, do you? You know. Yeah, you're right. Take it easy. See, look, FD66 UBU, yeah, the car, but he's acting weird. I don't know what he's doing, but is he a Freakmason? He's backing up now. See what he says. See if he pulls me up. I don't know. Hey! Oh, what? Oh no, Ian, I thought he was a Freakmason. Who is? Oh, I'm not your friend. No, I just thought you're a Freakmason. I did. You know what I mean? You never know, do you?
No. Also, yesterday, some of my friend, okay, you look like the him. I'm thinking, you are. No.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's all right, kind man. Take it easy. Yeah, you're all right, baby. Take it easy. Yeah, I see. And that's the thing about with Freakmasons, you see. You think, like him, he was just totally innocent, yeah? But I'm thinking, oh, is he a Freakmason stalking me or harassing me? Because, you know, he was looking dodgy, he thought I was his friend or something. But that is what they get into you, you know what I mean? They make you super sensitive or hypersensitive to people. Like, that's the second person I've pulled up today, obviously. You know, normally I'm pretty correct on it. But like I said, some things are innocent, but you think they're fucking like, you know, that isn't as innocent as you think it is, do you know what I mean? And that's how they do it, because they do it so often, yeah, you know, and before you know what's going on, you know, or wake up to it, you know, they do make you super paranoid about things, you know. But now I know, once you know, it's like, oh, who cares, you know what I mean? Take it easy, you. Have a great day, you know. But see, they, like, that person there just ignored me, but they know me. Normally they say hello and that, but the person they work for obviously knows me through them, and now that person there doesn't talk to me. Do you know what I mean? Because I talk too much about drug dealers, who is their boss. Do you know what I mean? So it's funny how it works, isn't it? But he works, well, I can't say what he does, but, you know, because he's a drug dealer, like I said, he's got in her ear. Do you know what I mean? Now she doesn't say hello to me or anything. Do you know what I mean? But I mean, do you think this, I mean, look, this place here, yeah, all owned by the same person, for instance, this place here, but look at it, all the windows, look, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, do you know what I mean? Because each level gives you 3, 6, 9, you see? They're Masonic 9, 3, 6, 9, 9, 9, 9, as above, so below, you see what I mean? And that's how they work it, so you live in them situations. Look, you've got the sun hieroglyph, you've got the pyramid above, do you see what I mean? All of that is where you live in, you know, the world domination ball. See how they put the capstone on the pyramid here? This is pure Masonic, owned by the, you know, the Masonic Lodge. Their chimneys are interesting. I wonder if I could show you. I don't think we can get it from here, but the symbolism on the chimneys, there's 3 there, of course, but you can just see one of them. Each one has a different symbolism on it, but you can see the square and the calm piss and the point within the square. But it's pure Masonic, you know what I mean? The whole, oh, going out of focus, the whole thing is all Masonic. Look, even there, look, you see it there? See the 3 X's, look, X, X, X. Actually, by the look of it, it's actually X circle X, isn't it? Like I've shown you before. But like I said, it's you know, there's symbolism that knows no bounds yet. It's X circle X or XXX, whatever, it doesn't matter. But it's always that triple X, you know, or the double X that you're looking for. Do you know what I mean? And they know that. See, look, See, point within the square, you see, that's what that represents. These are square and calm piss, of course, as you can see. Look, that's what they represent. Now they go big time with it. And then you've got your Masonic cubes above. Look, Masonic cube. The whole building is Masonic, you know what I mean? No different, you know. Look, the windows, look, see that? Look, 2, 4, 6. How Masonic can you get, you know what I mean? It's mad ace, isn't it? Mud. Do you know where Rabboni Street is?
Where what, sorry?
Mahabone Street is? Mahoboni? No, Rabboni? No? Oh, okay.
I mean, I live here and I've never heard of it. Marrowbone.
Oh no, I'm not looking now, I'm just like...
Marrowbone Street.
Yeah. Never heard of it? No?
No.
Rabboni? No? Oh, okay.
Hey, can you not put in the sat nav?
Sorry?
You're not putting your sat nav?
Yeah, I could do, but I still mad. Do you know Jabalon Street? No? Jabalon? No? Jabulon? No? Okay, that's alright. Thank you very much. Alright, have a great day. You're wonderful. They're on a hen night or whatever they're doing. But again, you see how profane people are. They haven't got a clue. You know, these are Masonic passwords. Straight away, I would shoot them if I was a Freakmason. You see what I mean? Look at this, look, the sun hieroglyph, look at the windows with the little pyramids above, look. See, it's pure Masonic, that building. Notice 3 stones on each side, look, for 33 degree, but it's 6, 6, 6, you see what I mean? Oh, it's so wonderful how they do this shit, you know what I mean? But they own all of this high street, you know. We own nothing on here, not a thing, you know what I mean? And unless you've got your, you know, your tongue up there, worshipful master's ass, you ain't getting nowhere. Look at the keystone above the shop, look. That's the ranking system, you see? And the Masonic arches. They've been there for years, these shops, do you know what I mean? But see the ranking systems between the 2 different places, look. See? And that's what it's all about. Look, you can see it all, it's all up there, look, the architecture, look, the Masonic cubes. You know, because a cube makes 6, so it's everywhere you are within the world or in the country is 666, you know what I mean? Do you know where Jabulon Street is? Jabulon? No? No, I don't know. Rabboni? No? Okay, thank you very much. That's another family just been assassinated by a Freakmason, you know what I mean? Because they can't give the call sign, you know? And that's what it's all about. Who's shouting me? No, no one's shouting me. Oh, I've got my fucking... I'm telling you, my sciatica is killing me. But that's the thing, you see what I mean? And then you're like you're ostracised within communities because the people that are popular within the community that have businesses, have money, do you know what I mean? They know you ain't getting anywhere, do you know what I mean? And that's how they go. Look at them all sitting there in their 3s around a table, do you know what I mean? It's madness, you know what I mean? They're all sitting in uniform. Pure Masonic uniform, you know what I mean? But yeah, and that's how it goes on and on and on, you know. And what's madness, there's a lot of men here, you know, like strong men, you know, that have no clue what's going on, do you know what I mean? They've got families, they've got children, and if they did know what was going on, the army that the profane would have would actually outnumber the rich and the elite, but because they control every echelon of an army or a gang, they outnumber the profane, because the profane would actually attack the other profane, you see what I mean? They use us to attack ourselves, you see what I mean, you know? And that's the thing, you know, if if there's a high echelon in a scooter gang, for instance, the 10 top or 15 people, the top, say there's a scooter gang of 200 men, yeah? Say the top 20, yeah? Are high ranking between that scooter gang, and they're all Freakmasons. Who's running that scooter gang? Are the Freemasons running that, or is that running as a scooter gang? Do you see what I mean? And they're being influenced, you know, and they're influencing the profane members as well, you see what I mean? But they think, oh, we're doing it for our gang, but you ain't, you're actually doing it for the Masonic Lodge, do you see what I mean? And that's how they get us to fight. Anyway, I'm going in here, have a good time. Remember, I love you all, you're the best. Let's go stand on the square.